what's up everyone? We got best bets for NBA on Monday, May 1st, 2023. We're going to have NBA player props, spreads, over-unders, money lines here for you today. We're going to have two picks that are great value bets for this Monday NBA slate. My name is Steve from Straight Fire Picks. We're going to look to keep the fire in the channel, guys. We're 28-13 so far in these NBA playoffs, so let's keep that going. We've been on an absolute heater so far in these playoffs. If you guys are new to the channel here today, please be sure to drop a like and a subscribe for me. It really does help me out a lot. Helps grow the channel, helps more people see the videos. It's absolutely free to do, and I'm mucho apreciado. I appreciate it a lot, guys. Be sure to also drop your favorite pick down below in the comment section. If you like your pick included in our comment capper section, just be sure to put a star or an asterisk next to your pick. We will include your pick in the video if it hits. Speaking of our comment cappers, we had Justin McKelvey yesterday calling the Seattle Mariners team total over 3.5 runs. I believe this cashed in the first inning. Absolute lock of a play yesterday. We love to see it, guys. As far as our stream results go from yesterday, we ended up going 1-1. Wasn't our best day at the office, but we did break even yesterday. We had Gabe Vincent over 17.5 PRAs. He absolutely crushed this line. He did it with just points. He had a great game. He had 20 points, 5 assists, with 2 rebounds, so he was absolutely terrific. Steph Curry, under 44.5 PRAs. Absolute clown call by me, guys. Bad rate on that one. Curry went off for 64. Maybe he saw my video or something and he just didn't appreciate it, but what can you do? The numbers were definitely there. We went over all the numbers, why it supported it. And even if you look at his game log in Game 7s, nothing like that. It dropped a 50 piece. So I guess that was just waiting to happen. But what can you do? Another thing I wanted to mention to you guys that we've brought back to the channel is channel membership. So if you guys are interested in becoming a Straight Fire MVP, there is a join button down below. We also have a link in the comment section and description. So what do you get with that? You get access to our picks early, which is a nice little perk if you guys want to get the lines early. If you guys have been tailing us for a while, might come in handy. Sometimes these lines do move. Like in a lot of cases, I post them up the night before. Sometimes it is the morning of, but a lot of times it's actually the night before that I'm posting these plays, like right now. Plays are available. So far, we have 3 Straight Fire MVPs: Charles, Joe Lewis, and Wilkie. So appreciate all of you guys. If you're interested in signing up, like I said down below, it's just $3.99 per month. Get access to our picks early, custom emojis, badge next to your name, shout outs on our video, and a roll call in the Discord. And a great way to support the channel. Appreciate you guys. Let's hop right into the picks today. Let's go 2-0. I'm going to also have a ladder out today as well. So look for that around noon or before at the channel. I'm going to try to have that out before noon. Might be a combination of baseball and basketball, or just basketball, or probably not just baseball, but definitely going to be some NBA stuff in there. So let's get after today. Let's get right into our picks here. At number 1, we are going with Derek White. Over 13.5 points here for the Boston Celtics. Minus 115 odds here on FanDuel. So guys, Derek White has cashed this line in 3 out of 4 games this year versus the 76ers. We like to see that. Pretty solid overall. And it's a decent matchup for him. 76ers on the season allowed the 11th most points to shooting yards. It's probably one of the more weaker areas on the floor defensively. 76ers honestly are a pretty solid defensive team, but at this particular position, they're a little bit weaker. So I think Derek White might be able to take advantage of some opportunities here. Obviously, 76ers have their hands full. No Joel Embiid for them. And they're going to have to worry about Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum all night, obviously. So we saw Derek White last series cash this line in 4 out of 6 games versus the Atlanta Hawks with logs of 24, 26, 11, 18, 18, and 11. But he cashed in all 3 home games with logs of 24, 26, and 18. So all 3 of his biggest games came at home in that series. Something that he just loves about the Garden, guys. He's played very well there. If you actually go back to the regular season, he's cashed this line at home in 16 out of his last 20 games with legitimate minutes. Now, one of those games he didn't. He played 5 minutes. I'm not going to count that, obviously, because that's not legitimate. That was the game that I believe they weren't looking to win at the end of the year. But 16 out of his last 20, including the playoffs. Obviously, love to see that. It's a great hit rate. 6 out of 10 when the Celtics win by 10 plus. So this spread is set to 10 points, guys. Definitely could be a blowout. He's had some of his biggest games in blowouts. 11, 21, 13, 20, 22, 19, 8, 12, 24, and 26. So if you guys noticed about what I said there was 5 of those games, 5 of the 10 games when he hit 20 points. So this is one of those ladder looks where you could take him to get 15 and then maybe to get 20 for some really good value. Like I said, he's done this in 50% of those games where they've won by 10 plus. And he's at home. So we saw him last series twice. 2 out of the 3 home games in that series go over 20. In fact, even get 25. So obviously, I like the ladder look here on White personally. I'm not going to necessarily, I said it's something worth looking at. It's not something I'm probably going to play unless I'm feeling frisky. But I'm just going to, play this play here at the 13.5. I love the mark. I think we have a great chance to cash. Absolutely love it there, guys, for our number 1 pick. We're going Derek White, over 13.5 points here for the Boston Celtics, minus 115 odds here on FanDuel. Okay, and at number 2, a lot of you probably aren't going to like this. And even me, there's some days I don't even like a bet like this. But today, I woke up and I like this bet. We got DeAndre Ayton, under 9.5 rebounds here for the Phoenix Suns, minus 115 odds on PointsBet. Now, typically, I'm just like some of you watching this video. Hey, Steve, it's the playoffs. A lot more rebound chances in the playoffs. There's some truth to that, for sure. But the matchup is just too tough for DeAndre Ayton. And we saw some of this in Game 1. DeAndre Ayton recorded just 7 rebounds in Game 1. Just 9 rebound chances. I'll be honest with you, that's what really stuck out to me. The 9 rebound chances. The fact that he converted 7 out of 9 rebounds is actually a really high percentage. It isn't honestly typical. The fact that only got 9 chances, though, under this line is pretty incredible. Now, the Nuggets shot really well from 3. They shot the ball great. But even still, I think Ayton's just got his hands full, right? With Jokic in the middle there. And honestly, the guy that was collecting most of the rebounds for the Suns was Kevin Durant. But he collected 14 rebounds. So Ayton here, I see a similar type of thing. I just think he's going to have his hands full here with Jokic. Does potentially get into foul trouble. Ayton doesn't play crazy minutes like the rest of the players in the playoffs. The most amount of minutes that he's played so far is 36, which if you look down the logs, most players are playing up in the 40 range, most of the starters. Ayton, not so much. He's more closer to the 30-minute mark for average. 32, 33. Like I said, the very high point was 36. So honestly, I like seeing that. I think he can find himself also in foul trouble versus Jokic. Jokic was just a lot to deal with. Jokic could do it all. So obviously, you can see Ayton getting into foul trouble. And really, you look at the 3 games since Kevin Durant joined the Phoenix Suns versus the Denver Nuggets, because they played now 3 times. DeAndre Ayton had just 10, 7, and 5 rebounds. So really not even getting close to those, cashing on the hook in 1. That includes the playoffs, but like I said, the game that he actually got 10 rebounds, Jokic didn't even play that game. So, like I said, I think this is just too tough for Ayton. Nuggets allowing the fewest rebounds in the NBA this season, and the fewest by a good margin at home as well. They shoot the ball typically really well at home. That's what they do. So the fact that they shot the ball in Game 1 really well isn't a surprise. I expect them still to shoot well in Game 2. I think the Suns are going to have their hands full still in Game 2, unfortunately. I want to see the Suns win, to be completely honest with you guys. I got a futures bet on them to win the title, but right now I'm wondering if they can hang with this Nuggets team. They look so crisp in Game number 1, sharing the basketball. But here, guys, I see Ayton going under. The rebound chances really stuck out to me. The minutes played, I don't see crazy minutes for him. Tough matchup. Durant's really gobbling up a lot of those rebounds now. If you look at Durant's lines in the playoffs, he's hit 6+ rebounds in every game in the playoffs. So Durant is consistently taking those rebounds away from Ayton, which at that point, I will happily take this under. So love it there, guys, for our number 2 pick. We're going with DeAndre Ayton, under 9.5 rebounds here for the Phoenix Suns, minus 115 odds here on PointsBet. Okay, guys, that's going to do it for our picks. Like I said, we'll have a ladder challenge, day 1 out later. We're going to post that up on our TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube Shorts. Should be available before noon, so check back for that. I'll update it on our Twitter as well, what we're doing with that. So make sure you guys follow us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all that good stuff. Just another way to keep tabs on that. Technically, if you guys followed our last ladder, I believe we were on day number 2. It technically didn't cash, but if you took just the NBA portion of it, it did cash, which a lot of people just took the NBA portion of it. I was reading comments on that, which is great. That actually did cash for like plus 118 odds. But I had Goldschmidt in there to also record a hit, which bumped up to plus 200. And of course, the whole Cardinals lineup got a hit except for Goldschmidt. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen because Goldschmidt's like their best hitter. Makes no sense, but those are the types of things that happen when you bet. It's cruel out there, guys. It's a cruel world. It's very unforgiving. It doesn't care about what bets you have. It doesn't. In fact, if it knows what bet you have, it's probably going to do the opposite. It's just the way it works. But I appreciate you guys. I appreciate all the support. We've been on a nice run in the playoffs. Like I said, the Curry play yesterday made me feel a little, not great. But we're going to bounce back today. We're going to go 2-0. Let's get after it today. Look for our ladder later. Follow us on social media. Hit that like and subscribe for me. Gosh darn it. I appreciate you guys. You guys really are the best. You guys have a great rest of your day. We'll catch you next time. Peace out.